These are just some of the faces caught paying the price of this humanitarian nightmare. A park in central Istanbul has been taken over by Afghans after selling all they own to escape the threats of Taliban and ISIL insurgents back home. These people are now stuck in Turkey with little to no money to move on. As doors continue to close across Europe and winter approaches, they say they're desperate. Qasim has been living in this park for 2 months.
We need help, we want to work. What else can I do? I don't have any money, but I want to go. If any government will help us, the Turkish government has to help us. Afghanistan is in a very bad situation.
But the Turkish government has been helping the refugees to the tune of $8.5 billion, of which only 400 million was from international aid support. Yet most of that has gone to those escaping the war in neighboring Syria, leaving Afghans and refugees from other countries feeling left out. But other factors related, in part, to Turkey's 2.2 million new guests have also been hurting Turkey's economy.
The real cost is coming from the social cost. We see those hurting and tragic pictures on the TV screens and everywhere. So that has brought upon Turkey a kind of social burden in terms of human dimension.
Turkey's main opposition party, the CHP, says the country has lost upwards of $8 billion in lost trade and plummeting tourism in the last 4 years. Ankara is looking to prosperous Europe to help by taking in more than the near 850,000 Germany, England and France have committed to over the next 5 years. But newer EU members are opposing plans for mandatory quotas.
A unified approach to the refugee crisis is proving to be one of the most difficult decisions for the 28-member bloc, one that even could jeopardize its own future. Yet as the conversations continue, thousands of lives remain in limbo, some even regretting leaving the horrible situations they did in the first place.
Actually, I wasn't happy to leave Kabul. My family, my father and mother just told me that we have to live here because the Taliban threat.
Do your parents regret, you think, now that you're in this situation?
From current situation, yes, they really regret now.
The EU wants to give Turkey $3.2 billion to keep the refugees, but this proposal has not been received favourably.
The figures involved are secondary. What's more important is that we share the burden of the crisis in a way that's fair. Unfortunately, over the last 4 years, Turkey has been left on its own by the international community in the face of this crisis, this human tragedy. We have borne the costs and the consequences alone.
As the leaders of the 20 most influential countries meet in the picture-perfect resort of Antalya along Turkey's Mediterranean coast, millions of others will be hoping their decisions won't cost them their lives. Natalie Carney for CCTV in Istanbul, Turkey.